The idea of integration by parts is that if you've got a product of two functions that you need to integrate, such as x squared and sine of 2x, then you use integration by parts, which says you've got the integral of u times dv, so there's the product. That's going to equal u times v minus the integral of v du. So notice that here the u function ends up, the derivative of it ends up over here. So since we're going to have to integrate that along with the v, we want the du to be something that's simpler than the u. So we take a hard problem and try to turn it into something simpler. Also notice that the v, we're going to have to integrate and put that, the dv we'll have to integrate and put it right here, which means whatever you choose for dv, you need to know how to integrate it. So the first thing is the u should be chosen so that du is simpler. Over here, if we choose u to be the x squared, the derivative of that is 2x, which is a simpler function to integrate. So we start with u is equal to x squared, dv is equal to the sine of 2x dx. Over here, take the derivative, du is equal to 2x dx. And for the dv, integrate, which is going to mean that v is equal to negative cosine of 2x. And then because the derivative of the inside is a 2, we need to divide by 2. So you can remember the integration by parts with this formula. Also, to help me remember, I remember this: you multiply on the diagonal here, that's u times v. So I'm going to rewrite that as negative 1/2 cosine of 2x gets multiplied with an x squared. And that's minus, and then for v times du, that's just along the bottom, multiply these two. Minus the integral of negative 1/2, so that's for that. And then I'm going to put the 2x, and then the cosine of 2x. Okay, once we simplify, this is then x cosine of 2x. So we've got it from a x squared times a trig function down to an x times a trig function. Now we'll use integration by parts again. So in here I can have these two negatives cancel. I can have these 2's cancel, and then do integration by parts again. So u will equal just the x. dv is equal to cosine of 2x. Over here, take the derivative, so that's going to be just a dx. For the trig function, integrate, so that's going to be sine of 2x, and then divided by 2. So this part, I'll just leave there for the moment while I finish up this integration. So it's going to be the u times the v, so that's going to be a 1/2 from this, x times sine of 2x minus the integral of du times v would be a 1/2 sine of 2x times the dx. So we've got this part, and now finally this integral. So that's going to be negative 1/2, and then integrate sine. So that would be negative cosine of 2x divided by 2. Okay, so now put the pieces together. There's this part, which is negative 1/2 x squared cosine of 2x. This middle part, which because of these two negatives is now a positive 1/2 x sine of 2x. And then finally, these two negatives will make it a positive 1/4 cosine of 2x, and then plus c.